Welcome to the CS Cafe, where we do a little storytelling, mix a little poetry, and seduce your mind. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get into this topic we all seem to fail, called communication. But a piece I like to call Communication Tastes Like. They say communication is key, but for what part? Having to communicate my needs, but you're deaf to me. See, communication only seems to be key when it doesn't welcome negativity. I mean, defined as negativity because that's how you took it, but it was necessary to me. We like to communicate on good terms, never bad. So when something seems unsettling, we flip the script. We like to communicate when we voided our terms and conditions just so we can be dyslexic to the fact. It's hard to communicate when I have to write up an IEP just to teach you how to understand me. Your circumstance should have never held you back. Hate is like that. Like buses in the 50s, all 3/5 of you get on in the back. Handshakes turn to head nods and hugs to fist bumps. Nonverbal communication got constructively off track. Can't keep up with all that. I mean, we're communicating over different decades where lessons aren't even the same. We went from formally calling you by your last name to we have a seat at the table addressing you by your first. Tell me you don't know how to communicate without telling me you don't know how to communicate. Communication is more than words spoken that can stop the purest of hearts. Communication starts with the language of body parts. Then moves to vocal cords that sing feelings of truth and happiness. Communication has another side that we run from, where we duck and hide. How can you communicate when you won't tell that side? When you won't be the ride or die that served as bitter fruit? The taste of, I saw your actions, and I removed my flesh from your presence because your spirit no longer serves me. The taste of, I told you that in secret, and I can't trust you. The taste of, your life will take me down with you, and right now I gotta go, I gotta leave. Just don't make this hard for me. The taste of telling you your presence is suffocating me without your feedback. Don't taste good, does it? See, communication can be simple or complex. I need to know what level of maturity you're on to comprehend how to communicate in your grade level. Tell me, do you have time? Time marked like pencils and cassettes, ready to go counterclockwise to rewind mistakes I already acted on just 5 minutes ago. Words of communication flows freely, easy to speak, but like bullets to stray bodies are hard to ingest. We tease the act of communication, manipulating emotions so we don't have to draw the knife, but instead we'll say, you said it, not me. We wait for clues like diagnosing murder instead of releasing friendships because we have history. A long-standing tie that roots long to be severed. We can tell our friends about that trifling man but refuse to be served when the same replica has been delivered to our front door. We communicate the lies and bite down on the truth. There's so much you can do when the truth gets tired of you lying on it too. Communication is a two-way street, often overcrowded by patrons persistently going one way, trying to avoid much-needed pain, where people never want to face the reality that they made a U-turn on a traffic circle facing a head-on collision. Emotions never learning how to regulate, so they terminate the future. Communication is the master key that unlocks every portal of your mentality, yet we try to open key-carded doors with a key that doesn't fit. I know, the hardest thing to regulate. He tells me what I want to hear because he spoke for me and what I could handle instead of telling me. He said he didn't want to see me cry. My tears are like windshield wipers to rain, it regulates the pain. Without it comes the rage, and I cannot see how to communicate filled with hate. How hard is it to communicate? Your negative ions are downloaded and mixed with my positive life for a balance worth talking about. So let's get in something to talk about. What is communication? How do we communicate? Communication tastes like tell me the truth or don't tell me at all. I'm grown enough to regulate my reactions, but don't play with me. I'm grown enough to set this bitch up. Thanks for tuning in to the CS Cafe. Did we ride your mind tonight? Did you feel good? Tune in next time because you don't wanna miss this.